Hello, my wandering souls out there. How are you guys doing? I hope you have been doing fine. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another pick a card reading. So before I begin, I just want to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for those of you who have stayed with this channel, who have subscribed, who have left heartwarming comments. I really appreciate you all. And I hope that I will be able to post more content in the future because I haven't been doing much the last few months, so I want to pick up where I have left. Okay, so today's pick a card reading is going to be a bit different. I believe that this topic has never been covered by any tarot channel before. I think there was a channel that I saw covering this topic, but now I cannot for the life of me remember the name of the channel. So in today's reading, we are going to look back on the moment where you choose one choice or make one decision over another and it still haunts you until now. Like that moment where you make a decision or made a choice and that choice makes you wonder whether you could have chosen a better choice or a better path. I hope you still follow me here. So the title of this pick a card perhaps will be, what would have happened if you had chosen the other choice, the other path, the other person? Just substitute it with anything or any person. Okay, so for the sake of this reading, I want you to focus on your biggest regret, in which you wonder, what if I had chosen the other path, the other person, the other choice? And for the sake of this reading as well, I want you to narrow down the choices that you had to make back then into two choices. So obviously one choice or one path or one person was the one you picked and is your reality now, and the other was like another alternative reality in which you choose differently, and you want to know what that alternative universe will look like. Okay, so I hope you get my rambling here. So basically this pick a card reading is going to take a look at the alternative universe in which you make a different choice on something that is still haunting you right now. Okay, something that is still haunting you right now, that still makes you wonder, what if. We are going to look back and see what could have happened if you had chosen differently. Okay, so I hope you get what I'm trying to say here, and if you get it, now it's time to choose the pile. So for this reading, I only prepare two piles. So for pile number one, we have these cute keychains. I wish I had bought two more for pick a card readings because I don't like to use key rings, and I bought it just because it's cute and because it can be used as objects for my pick a card readings. So yeah, that's pile one. And for pile two, you have this I don't know what you call this in English, stirrer, muddler, whatever, this thing that you can mix cocktails or other drinks with. So yeah, these are your two choices. Choose the object that you feel drawn to the most, or you can choose either, pile one or pile two simply by number. And as usual, the timestamps will be in the description box below and in the comment section, so you can jump right ahead to your pile. Okay, alright, pile one. So if you feel drawn to this cute apple keychain, then this is going to be your reading on what could have happened if you had chosen a different path, a different choice, a different person, a different company, job, whatever it might be, in this issue that may still be bugging you. So like I said in the intro, if there is an area or a matter in your life in which you keep wondering what could have happened if I had chosen a different path, and whether everything is going to be better if I chose a different path, then this reading is for you. Okay, so that's a little bit hard to describe. I mean, this topic has been a little bit hard to describe, but I hope you get what I mean. Okay, so now I want you to like focus on the thing is that we have so many regrets in this life. We have had to make like bajillion choices in our life. So just think about one particular issue, one particular area in your life where you wish you could have done differently, or where you wish you could have made a different choice, and we will see whether the choice is better than the choice you ended up making at the time. Okay, so before I start, I just want to pull one card about this issue that you may be wondering about, so that you will know whether this is your path. So if whatever that I'm going to describe next is not the issue in which you wonder about what could have happened if I have made a different choice, then maybe you can choose the second pile, or maybe this reading is not for you at all. So let's see. For pile number one, Spirit, what is this area, this problem, this situation where they wish they could have made a different choice, or wonder if they had made the wrong choice? What is it about? What area in their life? Okay, let's see this one. Okay, I think this has something to do with work, job, or career. Because Seven of Pentacles is normally a card about waiting for the seeds that you have planted to grow. And sometimes in the Seven of Pentacles, like in the original Rider Waite Smith deck, the person in the card seems to be wondering whether they have done the right thing. Like they stare at their plans and wonder whether all my efforts in this matter worth it in the end, whether what they have planted is going to grow after all. So maybe a lot of you have been wondering whether you should have chosen a different career, so or a different way of making money. So perhaps there once a point in your life where you are faced with two, or at least two major choices on how you are going to make money, or where do you want your career to go. Okay, and you choose like one career path over another, or you choose one way of making money over another. So this could be like maybe you quit your job and decide to open your own business. Maybe you were in one career path before, and then you switch to another, and you are still wondering whether you have made the right decision because you haven't seen the result. Like I always see the plants in the Seven of Pentacles, like the Three of Money in the Seven of Pentacles, literally, as a harvest that is still waiting to be reaped, or a harvest that is not ready yet to be reaped. Okay, so maybe you are wondering whether you have made the right choice, because maybe you have been planting these seeds for a while, maybe for 7 years, 5 to 7 years, and you have watered it, you have managed it, but the result may have taken a long time. Like the progress is very slow, okay? And interesting that the last card that jumped out was temperance. And temperance is all about balancing, being flexible, and also temper. The word temper indicates or implies patience. Patience and flexibility. So, I don't know, maybe you quit your job. Yeah, like this is just an example. Maybe you quit your job because you want to pursue a different career path or a freelance career, or you want to build your own business in an area that you love, but it has not really, you haven't seen the result yet. And you are probably wondering, maybe I should have kept my old job or should have stayed in my old career path while pursuing the new path, which is like this what the lady in this temperance card is doing. So she's like mixing drinks. It's like mixing a cocktail or an alcoholic beverage. Like if it's too sweet or if it's too strong, like you mix it with something else. So you probably have been wondering whether you could have mix and match, whether you could have kept your old job or kept your old career path and still pursuing something new or adding something new in your career or in your life. What is the second card? The Sun. Oh, all right. So we have the Sun here. Potential, success, goal. Yeah, I guess I almost forgot that we are still talking about the area in which you wish you could have made a different choice. So we haven't gotten to that part yet where we can see whether you could have been better off if you had chosen the other path that you didn't choose, okay? But I think with these three cards, the situation or the thing that you have been thinking about is definitely something related to career and finances, ways of making money. And with the Sun here and with the Temperance, I guess this choice, this thing that has been haunting you, is how to make money in a way that is softer and more in alignment with you and bring you more joy. So maybe in the past you were in this career path or in this job and you were not happy, and so you made a choice to try a different career path or to open your own business so that you have more time to play, more time to do the things that you love. Like that saying, if you choose a career that you love, then you will never work a single day in your life, something like that. So that was the thing you dream about back then. That was the thing you desired back then. And so you have made a choice to choose a career path that is more laid back, easier, and more fun. Okay, more fun and more in alignment with your spirit and your mood. Okay, so I don't know if some of you have had depression and your job only made it worse, like the hours, the work, and you probably didn't like your job as much anymore. So you wanted something that is more fun, more enjoyable, and softer. Like not a 9 to 5, but more like a freelance job or a freelance career in which you can do different things. So if you resonate with that, and if that is close to what I believe is the issue that made you that haunts you until now, then this is indeed your reading. All right, so let's see what could have happened if you have made a different choice, or like if you had chosen a different choice in this particular area of most likely a business choice, a career choice, a money making choice. What could have happened if you chose the other path? So for example, if you quit your job and open a new business and you see that your business is not growing or takes a very slow time in growing, and you wondered, what if I had stayed in my job, would I have been happier? Let's see about that. Okay, Spirit, in this issue, what could have happened to pile number 1 if they had made a different choice, or the other choice that they didn't end up choosing? What could have been the result then? What could have been the result if they had chosen a different path or a different choice? What could have happened? Well, one thing for sure, you will have people who will help you, who would have or who could have helped you. Maybe right now, if you have left your company and start your own business, you probably have less people to help unless you have a very good connection. But if you have a very good connection right now, then your business must have flourished and you wouldn't be here asking what if. So maybe right now you are working solo, you are a lone wolf, and I guess maybe in your previous career path or in the other path that you didn't choose, there could have been more people to help you multitask, to distribute the work. Let's see the other cards. The Emperor. Wow, okay. Ooh. So if you had chosen the other path, then maybe now you could have been this Emperor. You could have occupied a high position in your career, perhaps. Maybe you could have become a manager or a director, even someone with a team. Okay, so I feel your dilemma here. I see. So if you have chosen to choose the other path that you didn't choose, that you choose to leave behind, I think you would have ascended to a managerial level, or you could have become a director, for example, in your company or something. But even if you choose the other path, you would have second guessed yourself as well. Because the emperor, being an emperor is not easy. Like, emperor is the king of kings, the king of all the 4 kings in tarot. Like, to become an emperor, you have to be smart, strategic, you have to be a people person, you have to be able to rely not only on your logic but also intuition, and you also need to be able to dare to take risks and try something out of the box. So you, as an emperor, you would need the power of creativity, which is the wands or the fire suit. You have to be intuitive and sensitive to people's moods, which is the water sign trait. You have to be knowledgeable in business, in managing money, which is the trait of the pentacles suit. And you also need to be sharp and logical and factual, so which is the sword suit. So you have to be an all-rounder in order to become an emperor, and it's not easy. And maybe if you had chosen this path to, you know, ascend in your career, to move to a higher position, instead of, I don't know what you end up choosing, and which has taken you to where you are right now, I think you would have second guessed yourself as well. And like maybe you would have asked, if I had chosen to leave this career, maybe I wouldn't be this rich or this powerful. Maybe I wouldn't be successful in the traditional sense, but I would probably have been happier, you know. So I think if you had chosen the other path, you would have been successful, because you have that power. And because if you had chosen the other path, you would have worked very hard to achieve success in the other path you that you chose. But you probably would wonder as well whether the other part is more fun, easier, and maybe more laid back, you know. And this Three of Pentacles, success, talent. So if this is not about leaving a job, then maybe this is about switching from one business to another. And maybe if you have chosen the other path, you would have been promoted to a higher position. Or if it's a business that you build on your own, maybe you would have expanded. You would have had, like, for example, 3 branch offices, or 3 shops, or 3 restaurants, whatever it is. But you will always have this doubt as to, you know, whether the other choice is going to give you a more laid back, easier life. Because this life, while it would look glamorous in worldly sense, while it probably would have looked glamorous in worldly sense, but it also entail a lot of responsibility, a lot of stress, a lot of burden. And you probably would have had to make difficult decisions, like, all the time, compared to what you have now, compared to your situation now. So another thing that I also want to mention is that if you have chosen this other path, it is going to take a while as well, because we have Pentacles and we have the Emperor. Like, building an empire is never easy. Like, Rome is not built within a day. So it would have taken it would have demanded from you the same amount of hard work, and it would have taken like a long time of hard work and dedication, and require you to show up all the time. It will have required you to show up all the time in order to achieve this success. So it's not going to be an easy path either. It's not going to be a walk in the park either. So yes, yeah, you could have been successful in this other path. maybe you would have been richer as well. This is the bottom of the deck energy. You would have been richer, and maybe you would have done a lot of things, like maybe you would have the opportunity to work overseas or to go places that you probably never imagined you would go to. But yeah, it still requires sacrifice from you. See, a lot of stress, a lot of decision to make, and it would have required a lot of determination and a great amount of patience for you. Patience, like you would have to handle a lot of people, manage a lot of people, and that requires a lot of patience. It's not a bad choice, but it's not an easy choice either. Okay, is there any other message? What would have happened if pile number 1 choose the other path that they have chosen? How it will be better than this path? How it would have been better? How it would have been better? How the other path would have been better? How the other path would have been better? No, we're not going to take that. Too many. How the other path would have been better? What they would have had if they chose that other path, that this path that they don't get in this path. Page of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, oh, 10 of Cups, 7 of Swords. Okay, what's the bottom of the deck? King of Swords. Okay, so if you had chosen another path with the Page of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles, you would have to learn something new from scratch, like a new talent or a new skill. And that new talent or a new skill would have been your key to become this emperor, to move to a higher position. And I think you would have done well in this new skill. Like you would have mastered it really quickly. You would have had an opportunity to do something you have never tried before, I guess. So that's the good thing about it. Or if this choice that you didn't take requires you to start from scratch, then what's the good thing? Yeah, I guess the good thing is that you would have learned a new skill that is very valuable. What is this 10 of Cups, Spirit? Please clarify the 7 of Cups. What could have, what good thing could have come out from that other choice if pile number 1 had chosen it? Please clarify the 7 of Cups. Oh, that. That. And the 10 of Cups. This would have transformed you into a powerful person. So if now you are choosing an easier way, if you had chosen this path, you would experience some culture shock in which you have to work hard, you have to become a boss, a manager, you have to learn managerial skill, maybe human resource skill or whatever, and it's going to be really stressful and hard. But if you take it in stride, it will, and you trust your intuition, it will transform you into someone who is more powerful and more confident, okay? And it will ultimately bring you and your family and your loved ones happiness. So you would have become a different person than who you are now if you have chosen this path, but someone who is stronger, who is more confident, who is more like this emperor, okay? And you could have brought happiness to your loved ones by being a more powerful, reliable, strategic, and this emperor-like person. Bottom of the deck is the High Priestess, inner voice, spirit world, dreams, wisdom. So this path would have taken you to like a whole other avenue, and it's not going to be as, I mean, it will be equally as hard as your path right now, or maybe even more difficult, even harder. But with the High Priestess, it is going to take you somewhere else where you would have been a different person, but it will still be for your own good, okay? You would have become a different person, but you would have experienced and received blessing, fortune, fame, opportunity. So it's not really a bad choice, this one. But yeah, there are certain things that you need to sacrifice. You need to like be bolder, train yourself. You would have to train yourself to become more confident, more hardworking, maybe learn to take business risks, things that probably you don't need to do now. And it's going to be like as if you were trained to become a different person because of circumstances, but it's not all that. Like there would have been blessing, success, bright future if you had chosen this path. But yeah, it's not easy. It's not going to be easy at all. Well, one thing for sure is that you would have become like, if you were successful all on your own, you would have become self-independent, and ultimately you would have been happier by yourself. Mysterious. Okay, what is this Seven of Swords? Please clarify the Seven of Swords. For what good thing could have happened if pile number one had chosen that different path, and why is it the Seven of Swords? Why is it the Seven of Swords? The Chariot. Death, dishonesty, journey, success, progress. I remember this. Recently, I read Gone with the Wind, and Scarlett O'Hara, because she was forced by circumstances to be strong for her family, for her land. She transformed from a lady, so-called lady, into a business woman who is not afraid to compromise on her morality in order to gain success. Like Scarlett changed from this proper demure young lady into this headstrong and even cunning dishonest woman who would do anything to gain money, because she was she was being formed by her circumstances to be that kind of person. So I don't know, one good thing that so one good thing that would come out of this situation is that you would have become more seeming, more seeming. You would have transformed into someone who is craftier. That's the word. You would have become someone who is craftier, who knows how to get away with things or from things. Yeah, so you would have become a craftier person, and that is not always bad, especially when you are doing business. Like sometimes you have to, like, in order to gain money, you have to be a little bit craftier. Yeah, I can't find a better word for that. So I just want to clarify this Ace of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles. Heartbreak, sorrow, grief. I can see why you didn't choose this path, because this path is so much harder. It requires you to learn new things. It requires you to step up, to upgrade to another level, to, like, basically you have to learn everything that you need to survive and to flourish. You have to deal with so many people. You have to learn how to be crafty in your business in order to gain profit, maybe. So yeah, and you also need to learn people pleasing skills. I don't know where that come from. And maybe the good thing is that you would have become richer, and you would be able to provide your family with whatever they need to be happy and content. But yeah, it requires sacrifice from you. So what is the last I'm just going to close the reading with one last advice for you right now, because this reading is just to give you like an overview of what could have happened. But the thing is that you didn't take that path, and you have chosen this path. So what this path how this path will turn out for you, okay? How this path will turn out for you. Advice for pile number 1, please. How their current path will turn out for them. How their current path will turn out for them. We have to divine timing. The divine brings things in the timing that we need. Nothing comes before we are prepared, nor leaves too early. May I always trust your your perfect and holy timing, dear Lord. Service. You stop using the universe to get what you want, and you start asking love to use you. You offer all and want to be of service. Ironically, many desires become fulfilled without grasping or manipulation. Yeah, so now that you have chosen your current path and not this one, you will still be successful, okay? You will still be happy. And actually, I think with these two messages, I think in your current path, you actually don't have to do do you don't have to overexert yourself. You don't have to do everything on your own. You don't have to put so much effort that you end up burnt out or stressed. You just have to do your best, show up every day, and at the right timing, the universe will bring you the result that you desire. Okay? So, I think in the end of the day, both of these paths require you to step up, to upgrade, to be a more courageous, a smarter version of yourself. And if you are second guessing yourself now because you haven't seen any result and wonder if you should have chosen the other path, ooh, sorry for the cut. So this pack of gemstone just fell from the top shelf. So I don't know if that's a sign or something, but I guess the reason why you are wondering why whether you have chosen the right direction or whether you have made the right choice is the lack of result. But with this divine timing, this is saying that once you are ready, once you are prepared to receive more blessing from your current path, that blessing will come. Because blessings comes with responsibility as well. Like for example, if you are in this service business, you will only get more clients if you are ready to handle them. So maybe right now you are not ready, and I think you haven't made a wrong choice. You are just not there yet. Like you still have to mature. You still have some work to do in order to be ready for success. I wish I could put it more eloquently, but yeah. So I guess the path that you are in right now is not a wrong path, but just like this other path, it requires time, it requires patience, it requires you to gain more experience, to be more stable, to be more mature, and to actually to just have the traits of the emperor all the same in order to receive more blessing or more success in your current path, you know. So if you are not ready yet for new clients, if you are not ready yet to see rapid growth, if you are not ready yet to manage like a sudden success, then that is why you are being slowed down, so that you take one step at a time to eventually becoming successful in your current chosen path. So I hope that makes sense. So I think both choices are, I mean, I don't know what kind of choice, what kind of life you choose right now, what kind of career path you choose right now, but I guess you will be as successful in this path as you were in if you had chosen the other path. And to be honest, both paths are not easy, so it doesn't matter anyway. So yeah, that's for you, pile number 1. So I hope that answered your question. If you resonate with this reading and you want to know more about your particular situation, you can book a personal reading with me, because this is a general reading, so the message may be a little bit too general and maybe a little bit over the place, because there are so many energies here, and I don't know your exact situation. Okay, so if you want to book a personal reading, my details are down below in the description box. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye bye. Hello, pile 2. So if you feel drawn to this, I don't know if you can see it, but it says where smiles begin. Alright, so if you feel drawn to that, then this is going to be your reading on what could have happened if you had chosen a different choice or another choice in whatever issue or whatever matter that you have been second guessing about. So I want you to focus on one thing where you have been second guessing yourself, as in you have been asking yourself whether you have made the right choice or decision. And we are going to see if you had chosen another path, what could have happened? Would things have been better off for you? Okay, so let's get started. So first, I just want to do a vibe check to see if this is your pile by looking at what is this thing that you are second guessing about. So what pile 2 has been second guessing about? What pile 2 has been wishing or wondering if they should have made a different choice? Okay, for pile number 2, what issue or matter or situation they have been second guessing about and wonder if they should have made a different choice? What is it about? What is it about? Is it about career? Is it about love? Is it about something else? So first we have Queen of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Again, this is about family, about welfare, about household, because we have the Queen of Pentacles. The keywords are wise, loving, loyal, charming. This may also be about family relationship, about marriage, even like your role in your family. Okay, we have the Three of Cups, and Three of Cups is usually about friendship, but here it looks like family. It looks like single mother with her 2 children. So maybe some of you wonder if you shouldn't have left someone. So you probably have left someone or have decided to go solo, separating from your kids or your family. So this can be divorce, this can be separation, this can also be like you leaving your family to work abroad, to make money in order to feed them. So maybe you have been wondering whether it's the right decision. Yeah. What's at the bottom of the deck? Page of Swords. Page of Swords is all about learning, curiosity, intelligence, charm, ambition. Wheel of Fortune, karma, destiny. Six of Wands, triumph. Some of you probably choose career or making money over your family, and maybe to pursue, maybe some of you pursue higher studies and like leave your family behind. Maybe some of you divorce or separate from your spouse to and choose your career, and now you are wondering whether you have made the right choice. So yeah, if that is close, if you feel that that is close to your situation, then this is indeed your path. Let me clarify. What is this Queen of Pentacles? What is this issue pile number 2 has been second guessing about? Yeah, you are conflicted. You are torn between being loyal to your family or friends and pursuing your own destiny. Yeah, career, beginnings, travel. Okay. So, okay, then we have Six of Cups, and Six of Cups talk about nostalgia. So I think a lot of you here have been wondering whether leaving your old friends, your family, your hometown behind to pursue your ambition, your passion is the right thing to do. Okay, so I guess that's the general situation for those of you who choose pile 2. So now we are going to take a look at what if you had stayed behind? What if you had chosen a different path than pursuing your passion or pursuing your destiny? So for pile 2, God, Spirit, Universe, what would have happened if they had chosen a different path from what they have chosen in this situation that they are second guessing about? So what would have happened if pile number 2 had made a different choice in this matter? What would have happened? What would have been the result if they had chosen the other choice in this matter? Whoa. Okay, this is the first card out. Okay. The Ace of Wands come out again. How should I put this? The Creator? No. I think I need to check the guidebook on this one. The Two of Swords again. Fire, Intuition, Flow, Knight of Wands. I think for you would have chosen the same thing. You would have chosen travel. Interesting. You would still choose your passion. Let me check this Creator thing. Okay, the Creator, no. The Creator card signifies that there is a powerful energy brewing in the atmosphere around you. It may feel overwhelming and tinged with undertones of darkness. So I believe that's the situation back then when you had to make that choice. Indeed, you may feel the urge to run and find shelter from this storm, but trust that you are ready to transmute this force into something that will propel you forward on your path. This card is also here to remind you of the power of the word no. Wow. Okay. So I think and this circle right here looks similar to the circle in the card Wheel of Fortune, which came out earlier. Where is it? Yeah, anyway, I think if you were given a chance to travel back in time, you would still choose the path that you are in right now. You would still choose the path that you are in right now. So it's not really that dilemmatic for you. So I don't know why you are here. Oh, this Wheel of Fortune. Oh no, it's the different color, but anyway. So I think if you have chosen to stay behind or not following your passion, it will still be haunting you, and it will kind of your calling will only get louder, and you will only get more uncomfortable. It's like the universe will keep sending you loud sign after loud sign that you are not living your purpose if you had chosen differently. And I think you would have become some kind of a rebel. So if you had chosen a safer route and choose to not to travel, I think you would still follow your passion occasionally. And what I mean by that is that if you had stayed behind, you would have said yes to any opportunity to pursue your passion whenever you can. You would still feel the call to travel, even though like not permanently going to a different country to work, but you would still feel called to travel, to follow your passion. And to with the Six of Swords, you would want to be left alone most of the time, and to be let to go your own way. So even if you had chosen a safer route and not moving to a different country or not pursuing a creative path full time, you would have still done it in bursts. So sometimes you would make spontaneous travel somewhere. Sometimes you would have done bold or out of the box things like occasionally, but you cannot deny the calling. You are born, you are not born to become a homebody or to lead an ordinary normal life that most people lead. You are called to do something very different. And I got this image of fireworks. You are like fireworks. So even if you had compromised on your passion, you would still hear the calling, and you would still, do other things every now and then, and travel to different places every now and then. It's like you will make room in your day-to-day life to pursue your passion and to travel. So I guess in the end, if you had chosen differently, you would have gone to the same direction or the same end goal anyway. I hope you get what I mean. So it's not really a choice, like what you are doing right now. If currently you are staying behind and not pursuing your creative ambition, then this is saying that yes, you should pursue it. And no, you are not meant to make yourself smaller or to conform to anybody else's wishes, because it says here This card is also here to remind you of the power of the word no. No to things that overwhelm or undermine. No to people who drain your life source. No to thoughts that drag you into despair. Despair, whatever. You are mightier than you think, and a glimmer of faith paired with solid intention can give you the power to harness lightning. Each day you have the choice to be the victim of fear and circumstance or the creator of a new consciousness. Choose wisely. Your no is a sword that cuts away the non-essential so that you can live the fullest life. So I think this is an ongoing situation actually. This has been the ongoing push and pull. I think right now you are still torn between, I mean, you probably have chosen to stay behind, to prioritize your family, to prioritize your love life, to prioritize other people, other people's needs. But I think this calling is too strong. This calling to pursue your own way, to carve your own path, to pursue your dream and your destiny and your creative ambition. Let me clarify what this Three of Pentacles about, because that was the card that first jumped out. Oh, I think this is saying that if currently you are not pursuing your dream, if you had chosen differently, if you had chosen to go to a different place and pursue your own path and leave your family behind and prioritize yourself and your dream, there will be new family, new friends, new co-workers, new collaborators who will help you. Enterprise, success. You would have built your own business that you have always dreamed of, that have been calling you from your subconscious. So yeah, I mean, if now you are still prioritizing other people, this is a call for you to take another path, to prioritize yourself. Yeah, I think you are staying behind. I mean, those of you who choose this group, you choose to put other people first before your own dreams and happiness. And until this day, you are still wondering, what if I had left and find my own peace and happiness, find my own joy? What could have happened if pile number 2 had followed their heart? What could have happened if pile number 2 had followed their heart? What could have happened if pile number 2 had followed their heart? I think it's clear enough. I mean, your life would have become more exciting, and you could have created something here. What could have happened if pile number 2 had chosen differently? I'm not going to take this one. Yep, 8 of Pentacles. You would have education achievement for some of you. You wanted to study, you wanted to pursue a higher education, getting your master degree or your PhD. Result, hard work. Yeah, you could have built something. You could have I mean, if you had chosen that the other path and put yourself first, maybe right now you would have been on the way to manifesting your dream in your reality. Two of Pentacles, harmony, balance. I think this is saying that you don't have to fear losing your family because of because you pursue your dream. I mean, oh, interesting. 2 and 3 of Pentacles. So I just want to say that if your family truly love you, they will support you, and if they don't, you will get another family who will support you with the 3 of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, you would have built your own business. What else? What could have happened if pile number 2 had chosen to pursue their dream? Wow, that is the Queen of Wands. Oh, King of Swords is in reverse. Is it in reverse or... Okay, we'll take them upright. The Hangman. Queen of Wands. King of Swords is ambition, power, influence. Yeah. You probably would have been in a very different place right now if you had chosen to follow your dreams. You would have become this King of Swords, someone who knows what they want and how to get there, a strategist, a hard worker, a BCB with the B's, a BCB, and the Queen of Wands. You would have become this Queen of creativity. You would have shined as a creative power. Let me ask, what is this King of Swords about? Clarify the King of Swords. Queen of Swords. I think I don't know, maybe for some of you, if you had chosen differently, you would have met someone who is your equal, like a soulmate who is your equal. Okay. What about the Hangman though? Why is the Hangman there? Clarify the Hangman. What's the keyword? Waiting, rebirth, sacrifice. Oh, okay. So there will be moments when you will also second guess yourself whether you should stay for your family. Like there will be moments where you would like miss your family, feeling alone, feeling lost, even if you are pursuing your dream, because you have people back home who you miss. Yeah, see? You would have second guessed yourself as well. But I think this path is going to be for your greater good, because you would have been answering your soul's calling to become this Queen of Wands, to become this power to be reckoned, creative power to be reckoned. Please clarify the Page of Pentacles. The Chariot. Yeah, you would have planted a seed that will become a big business or something, something that is meaningful to you. So yeah, I guess this is actually calling for you that you should have made that choice where you prioritize yourself and your happiness and what makes your soul happy. Okay. I think at times you want to run away as well. Run away from your current reality, because your current situation, your current choice, I mean, you have your family, loving family, but there is something missing in your life. and that is yourself, who you are supposed to become, why you are born in this life, your soul purpose. That's what you are missing. If you had chosen your soul purpose, you will also second guess yourself, asking whether you are doing the right thing by leaving your family behind. But I guess if you become this Queen of Wands, you will be in a much better position to help other people, because your cup will be full, your soul will be fulfilled, and when your soul is happy, fulfilled, you will be in a better position to care for everybody else, including your own family. And if you build a business based on what you love doing, it's more likely to flourish. It will feel more effortless. I mean, there will be hard work, but you won't feel it. You won't feel burdened because it is your passion, and you will reap a satisfying harvest or results from building something out of what you love, and you will be able to use it you will be able to share it with your family, both the happiness and the harvest, the result. Okay. Ooh, all right. So that was very straightforward. So what should pile number? I think I want to use a monology there. So what is the advice for pile number 2 here? What is the advice for pile number 2 here? What is the advice for pile number 2 here? What should they do right? What should they do now? What should they do now? Ooh. Okay. Look at the bigger picture. Be bold and make the first move. Don't let your past hold you back. All right. Oh, whatever. Can you see that? Should I take one more cut? I don't think so. Let me read the guidebook for look at the bigger picture. I think be bold and make the first move is clear from the message that we have seen earlier. Also, don't let your past hold you back. Maybe you still have some fears of, doing something out of the norm, like prioritizing yourself, your self-love over your family. I mean, in some culture, that is considered selfish. But here you are being asked to be selfish, right? Okay, look at the bigger picture. I think this is saying that everything is going to be okay in the end, no matter what you choose. But if you had chosen to pursue your dream, your family will be fine as well, and it will benefit them in the long run, because they will see, like your kids will see their parents becoming successful, reaching their dreams, and they will be happy for their parents too, and you will be able to inspire your children or your spouse. Are you thinking too much about the details of your dilemma, fretting over I don't know how to spell that. Fretting over details can be counterproductive, or perhaps you are being all talk and no action. This card is a reminder that while it's good to think things through, sometimes you need to step back and look at the bigger picture. I think you have been a little bit too concerned too fussy about details like, oh, but if I pursue my dreams, what about my family? If I spend my money to study a skill or a craft, what about the daily necessities, the bills? Like, you fuss over these little things, but you don't see the bigger picture, and you don't see how well taken care by the universe you are. Okay, so sometimes you need to step back and look at the bigger picture. What do you then see about your current situation? What is the most positive thought you can have about it? Now is the time to count your blessing, even if you don't yet have exactly what you want. This card is also a reminder that we often have to take a few risks and go with uncertainty on this journey called life. See? So don't fuss over who will feed my children, who will take care of my household if I take a course, language course, or if I pursue a hobby, blah blah blah. Like, things like that will take care on their own. Yeah. Try to keep an open mind about what's for the best. The universe could surprise you. So I think this is saying that even though now you are choosing your family over yourself, you can still do things that will make your life more exciting and happier. Like, you can take a vacation, staycation. You can do your hobby, and maybe that hobby will develop into something bigger. So all is not lost. Okay, all is not lost. See, take time out for a mini break or adventure. I just literally said vacation, staycation, and I haven't read this line. This situation may have come around because you've been distracted. Yeah, it's like you are being called with the lightning here to learn to say no to things that drain your energy, to things that you hate, even though it's for your family. You need self care, self love. You need your own me time with the Six of Swords. Be confident to win the day. Have you shown that you care? I think this means caring for yourself or caring for your dream. Find a balance between speaking your mind and saying too much. So I think right now you don't have to like regret and be bitter about the chance that you didn't take back then, but start in small steps to go towards your end goal. So even if you are now not actively pursuing your dream, you can start pursuing it in baby steps. So you don't have to complain, you don't have to regret things, don't have to cry over spilled milk. Just start doing it. Just start answering your call. Okay. The full moon in Sagittarius is a time when we are reminded that life is an adventure, and there is a big wide world to see beyond our backyard. It's about having fun and being prepared to sail into uncharted territory. It's about big ideas versus the details. So this is also an invitation for you to take a leap of faith and try things that you have always been wanting to try, but you are afraid to try, and you hide behind the excuse of, oh, there are other more important things I need to take care of, and I don't have time for adventures, I don't have time for new friends, new hobbies. But actually you're just scared because maybe in the past you tried to pursue your dreams and you are being dismissed, ridiculed. But now it's the time to start going after your dream, your forgotten dream. And for some of you, maybe you have been wanting to become, like, this is very specific, but maybe for some of you, you have been wanting to become a pilot, a tour guide, something that involves travel, a flight attendant. And I just want to say that it's not too late this yet to start. Okay, so yeah, that's your reading, I guess. Pile number 2, very straightforward. I hope this resonate and help. And if you want to know more details about your specific situation, I open personal readings, and the details are down below in the description box. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.